It's time for the King 5 Big Game.
Well, the vote always comes down to a pair of games in the end, and this week's it's Lakes and Yelm. Chris Egan claims this was the most exciting game he has seen in a decade, and after watching the highlights, Chris, I gotta believe that's a pretty darn accurate statement.
Well, I got to tell you what, Paul, as I think about this, one of the most exciting games, I think, in over a decade. But since I just saw it tonight, this was definitely a thrilling game tonight. Lakes Lancers, they were the 5th seed. The Yelm Tornadoes were the 12th seed. Lancers were riding an 8-game winning streak. A lot of people thought Lakes was going to win this with ease and go on and face Bellevue. But, oh, my goodness, this Yelm Tornado team, they came to play tonight. The Lakes Lancers, they have been in the state playoffs 28 times. Meanwhile, the Yelm Tornadoes, this was their first state playoff appearance in 31 years. And with the game on the line tonight, well, they were playing more like playoff veterans. The Tornadoes were ready to roll, but it's the Lancers who come out firing. Liam Bladow hits Philip Riley, and the Lancers are in the red zone. Tough break for Lakes here. Cameron Galkey thinks he has a touchdown, but it's ruled a fumble. Yelm grabs the momentum. Turnovers haunting Lakes in the first half. Benjamin Hoffman with the big interception, and then he is off to the races. Hoffman with the return. He is knocked down on the 5-yard line. Yelm would get a field goal, and they would lead it 3-0. Even Twister the Tornado was feeling good. Sorry, Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt. Looks like I made a friend with a tornado. Second quarter still, and after a nice punt return, Kyle Robinson calls his own number and scores. It's 9-0 Yelm at the half. Third quarter, and Lakes finally gets on the board. Bladow to Philip Riley, touchdown Lancers, and we've got ourselves a game, 9-7 Yelm. Under a minute to play in the game, still 9-7 Tornadoes. Lakes quarterback Bladow leaves with an injury. Backup quarterback Jaden Segara comes in. He scrambles, and how about the sophomore? Throws a 32-yard touchdown. Lakes now leads it 14-9 with just 41 seconds to play. Yelm has time, and Kyle Robinson responds. He rolls out, fires to the end zone. Austin Oso with the catch of his life. Touchdown Tornadoes. That's your ball game. Yelm wins it 15-14.
It was almost heartbreaking, and then it was crazy. That was a crazy way to end it. The players rose to the occasion with 40 seconds left on the clock. It was so excited for the guys, man. They're having a hell of a time.
It's the most crazy game I've ever played with. I started out slow, but the defense was doing really well. That last play of the game there was huge for us. I've never been more excited in my life. That's awesome.
Take me through that play, and when you saw him haul it in and he lands in the end zone and makes the catch.
I was supposed to roll out to the right, then I had to make a play. I let it up to him. He made the catch, and that was just the best feeling ever.
How hard was this game? You've got it all named. Their quarterback goes down. They bring in a backup. He throws a touchdown. Then, what's the emotions on the sidelines? You're like, we're fine. We got time.
We were up, and then they kind of scored it there at the end. Kind of brought us down a little bit. But that was my job as the quarterback leader of the team, bring us up, and then we got to score a touchdown at the end to win. So it's pretty cool.
Can you even put this into words tonight? This win tonight?
No, we're not really. No, not really. There's nothing much to say. This is just unbelievable.
They scored a touchdown under a minute to go. Yeah, you guys had led the whole game. It looks like they've grabbed momentum. There's never a doubt, though, on that sidelines over there. Tell me about that.
We're keeping all the team ready, keeping them fighting to the last second. I told Kyle from the beginning of the game, slow down, keep your momentum, let's go. We got this, and he showed up at the last second and did what we needed to do.
Take me through the game-winning touchdown.
Play was totally opposite side of the field. I was meant to block, and I look back and I see Kyle scrambling out. So I did all I can do is just run down the field and did what we did.
Not a lot of kids make game-winning touchdowns like that. What is going through your mind as the ball is in the air and it's going into your hands? What's going through your mind?
Just get that ball in my hands and then lay in the end zone. Get this last dub. Let's go.
And when you were laying in the end zone, you realized the ball was in your hands?
Oh, yeah. After I knew I caught that, I knew it was game. We had it from there.
And then there's nothing sweeter than a win like this.
Nothing sweeter. No, trust me, that's really sweet.
Is this the best birthday gift ever for you tonight?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is. It really is. It's one thing to play on my birthday. And then it's another to go out and win a state playoff game, that first thing in Yelm history, and then plus on my birthday. It's it's too much for me to explain. Sorry.
What an emotional night tonight out here at Harry Lang Stadium. Tears of joy on one sideline, tears of pain and frustration on the other one as the Lakes Lancers go down tonight to the Yelm Tornadoes. Now, Paul, I chatted with my Yelm historians tonight, and I mentioned that they've been in the state playoffs one other time, 31 years ago. The year was 1987. You go back in the history books, the Yelm Tornadoes, they won their first round state playoff game that year. They beat the Monroe Bearcats 62-30. Oh, by the way, Paul, they got that victory right here at Harry Lang Stadium. Up next for the Yelm Tornadoes. Can their dream season continue, Paul? Who knows? Standing in their way, the mighty Bellevue Wolverines. This story is like a Disneyland movie, Paul.